Hello, divine sparks born under fire signs. Now it's time for your weekly energy attunement to divine source. Healing communication that will assist you transcending to the next steps of our progression. We have one card from the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Riley Valentine. An empowering message from divine source, angels, whomever you choose to name it. Our specific journey reading will come from the Journey of the Soul lesson cards by James von Prague. We will have an insight card come from the Return of Spirit Over Cards deck by Cheryl Harnish. Guidance, insight, and 3 journey cards. This reading is specifically for this week of Monday, September 29th to Sunday, October 2nd, but please know that these energies are preparing us for a beautiful, revealing transformation in October. Beautiful unfolding for greatest potential. Know right now that you are loved, you are loved, you are one with the universe. Even though we hear these things and do not understand them, they are a true part of us always. Where we are now, dealing with this personal, deep energies being brought forth. Blame. There are so many things, I'm speaking as you, there are so many things that I blame myself for in my life. There are so many things that I blame myself for in my life. I am an idiot. I hate myself sometimes. I say this. That was the energy of your true thoughts, fire signs, to some degree within your very souls. You blame yourself. You blame yourself and say, it's your fault, it's my fault. Deep down, I believe it is my fault. All these bad things, whatever it is, whatever disappointment is plaguing you right now as you watch this. There's affirmations here, but I need to skip them until the end. The first step on our journey. And how hard it is for us to move into this freedom. Divine Source is really balancing you and blessing you right now, hoping to align you to the true freedom that truly exists within your soul. It is because of this blame and this shame and this doubt that we have, because of our goal that we're moving towards that we do not have yet, self-esteem. Because we hate ourselves, we are tethered and weighed down by this darkness. We are tethered and weighed down by all this shame, all this blame, all this guilt from the hurtful words other people said about us that we internalize and accept and believe. How could we ever be free? I, fire sign, try to run away from the problems of my past, to try to go someplace new where I can be done with all this bullshit of my past, with all this shame and blame I carry from me. I want to be someone I am not. You were being gently cradled by divine source as these issues come out of your heart and solar plexus primarily. This energy encoded into your very egoic identity. Again, the ego is not to be demonized. It is the identity you have here on this planet that is your animal brain surviving. It is a part of you that does care for your well-being. Freedom. I have never felt free. Insight. Clarity to all this experience we're dealing with is right. Dealing with right and wrong, dealing with the black and white dogma of spiritual education that was imposed upon us. You're being asked to physically write, to vent down, let out, and vent every thing, every energy, every emotion within you. Get it on paper. Let it not make sense. Let it just be a horrid ranting so that you eventually can process and let these things go. To pull out and understand yourself, because you've been avoiding yourself for so long, because you blame and shame yourself. But now we can say in time, once we vent and let all this energy go, this will be the hardest thing that we need to say to ourselves. This will be a difficult affirmation to speak. But as I write it and cry in disbelief, in time, this affirmation shall become my truth. And already I channeling the fire energy, I see this affirmation and I know I don't believe it. But please know, this is the progressive shift that is being made. Write and speak these words. I accept responsibility for my well-being. It's heavy responsibility. For freedom. Something we wish to discard. We actually want there to be less freedom. We want to be taken care of. We don't want this space. We want so much structure that we do not have to be responsible. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Write that, speak that, see that every day until in time you can amuse yourself by imagining you believe it. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Say these affirmations. Remember these three and speak them daily. Chant, recite them daily. Text yourself these. Set timers for them to be released. Put alarms on your phone. Let them pop up. This will be a difficult transformation, but you shall overcome it. Beautiful. And again, I can see from your perspective, you think this is so daunting, so challenging, and so difficult, and you believe the world is on your shoulders, but honey, you are the world. Archangel Michael is here with you, an aspect of God, just as we all are, an angel, who is here to cut away cords, here to empower you, here to protect you, here to suck out any of those fearful energies that you have. You may invoke his presence by simply saying, I am Mikael, I am he who is like God, I am like God myself. A very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. There are battles that you have to deal with, but you are coming full circle. This is the beginning of a beautiful transformation. This is the beginning. We have this week to process, to really acknowledge these hardships coming forward, to see them, to look into the mirror and see our true beauty. We will be presented with some ugly shadow aspects, but in those shadows, we will shine our light. We will cast away the demons that we create with our own thoughts. And through this we shall find freedom from ourselves. And we know this is the beginning of a beautiful transformation, the beauty of reclaiming our power. This is the first step to be focusing less on the outside world and to now be truly focusing on the love within us. Look into the mirror and say, I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am powerful, I am strong, I am loved by God. I am Michael, I am Mikael, I am he who is like God. For God's thoughts and my thoughts are becoming one. I freely choose to see myself the way God sees me. And I allow Divine Source, God, Creator, Universe, Archangel Michael, if you choose, Jesus, Buddha, whomever you work with, to assist me in seeing my own inner love, light, and divinity. For I am love. God possesses me. I am owned by God. God chooses me. I am worthy of God's selection. And a beautiful, beautiful transformation we're undergoing, truly moving towards self-love and acceptance. Divine Source wants you to know that this has been a healing. I was going to say that this has been a reading, but no, this has been a healing. You have been healed just by crying now, just by releasing that spark of your soul and being truly validated, by being truly vulnerable, by letting yourself be loved. Reach out to either this medium here or anyone whom you trust. Reach out to friends and family who you love and let them know the hurt you're going through. For they have always known, and they will be there with you and for you. They shall take care of you. They shall assist you on your journey. God provides for you. Believe and know that even as you speak, everything you ever need is waiting to be given to you. God just wants you to finally believe that you are worthy of accepting it and to let it in. Even though it may be difficult for me to say I love myself, I know I am loved by God, and I now accept the loving grace which he, she, it wishes to give unto me. Something like that. Let's restate your affirmations in closure. Thank you, Divine Source, God. Thank you, higher self and loving version of me. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others, and I am loved infinitely. I love myself infinitely. I am loved by God infinitely. God and I are one. Let it be so, and so it is. Amen. I love you very much, fire signs.